Perfect.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is David Carmichael II, and I am back with another great episode of the Capturing the World podcast, episode 86. I got my fan with me, my cousin, Reggie King. He is the
Yes,
CEO,
sir.
managing partner of Veterans Home Security, and he has his partner with him, Dwayne Thomas, and he is the VP of New Markets and Business Growth at Veterans Home Security. Man, how y'all doing today, man?
We're doing good.
I'm doing
We're
great,
doing
man.
good.
Doing great.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear. So Reggie, man, you came all the way from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we know you from Virginia, but how long you been living in Texas?
I've been living in Texas for about 20 years now, man. So it's like
Okay.
my second home. Of course, VA, downtown Newport News is my original home of birth, where I learned how to live life and love people, man. Good News, Virginia.
Right, for sure. I like how you said it like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like that. So Dwayne, you're from Virginia too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Born and raised.
Born in what city?
Newport News, downtown, 23607.
That's right.
That's it.
Cool, man. So before we get started about what y'all do now, let's get into a little background about how y'all grew up, and then I know y'all was in the service, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's speak on a little bit, growing up in Newport News, and then what led y'all to being in the service, and tell us how that was for y'all.
Okay. Well, Newport News has been through its phases. We grew up when it was Newport News, and as we became teenagers, it became bad news. We just grew up in that area when we seen things happening. When crack was introduced to the city, when bad boys became not just bad boys, but super thugs, super predators during that time. So we lived through all that, trying to navigate, you know what I'm saying? Stay out the way, love who we can, stay out the way, and also build at the same time. Because as we navigate through those streets at the time growing up in Newport News, we also had dreams. We also had ideas, but we couldn't put it on paper. We couldn't express it because we was just too busy out there trying to survive for the next day. But growing up in a wonderful city, wonderful people, just made me who I am today. And a little background on my history: after I graduated, joined the Army, did 4 years in the Army, went to college. ECPI, for the people who's out there, is a university right now. We representing everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Technical colleges leading with the best technical students around the United States. Hard to believe, from a non-traditional college, right? So that just gave me a little strength on doing non-traditional things, right? So I spent 25 years in IT, came home in 99. Me and my buddy Dwayne here, we partnered up. We had a company. We did smart home technology as far as wiring houses for cable and internet. This one, it was leading edge, just introduced to the market houses.
Mm-hmm.
So we had our experience with that, and at the same time, we ran painting business. So with that, none of the builders really knew about smart home technology or structural wiring systems in a house. So we used that paint to segue us into the builder's portfolio. So we'll say, okay, we'll paint your house for this amount of money per square foot, knowing that in our back of the minds, we're going to come back at them with, hey, this is something else that we do. Some new technology that we can introduce to your customers and bring value to your home that you're selling that no other builders have. And they gave us the opportunity to do that. We did that until the recession hit. We made some good decisions at the time, sold some things, fixed some things, and we both journeyed out to Texas, right? Without not knowing what we was going to do. So we kind of navigated out there. It was a better fit for me than Dwayne. I let him tell his story. Then Dwayne came back and did 100 other things as well. And me, I was just able to build my strength up in the IT field, learn about managing people, managing systems, managing services, and got into sales 7 years ago, learned about sales and say, hey, I got all my ammunition I need to build a business on how I want to do it. Yeah. Of course, I'm a minority. People know I'm Black, from downtown Newport News. How I talk is kind of different from everybody else when I'm in that space. So I'm looked at kind of different. So I let my words speak my mind, and I let my actions speak my words. So by me doing that, I was able to move up in different companies, different positions, and figure out that, hey, I can do this in my space with my people that I love. So then we just got into the security industry because we see the potential. Who need to protect themselves more in America or in the world than us as black minorities? And we just want to make sure that we give that opportunity not only to blacks and minorities, but to our strong point. We all served in the military, the owners of this company, which is me as a CEO and managing partner, Dwayne Thomas as a managing partner, my sister Tammy King, managing partner, and Derek Bell, managing partners. We all served in the military. We all got the same views when it comes to protecting their home, earning income, and supporting families. And we all have the same views on building something together. Straight out of Newport News. So that's where we at right now.
That's right. Okay. I like that. So Dwayne, let's hear about your upbringing and kind of how y'all got together and all that.
Yeah, well, my upbringing, grew up downtown Newport News, Dickinson Court, really Circle Harbor Homes. I come from a very big family, so going out to Hampton, hanging out in Sinclair Gardens, Southampton, apartments, Pine Chapel, all the projects. Just growing up in Newport News, man, just you seeing everything, and it kind of prepare you for life.
Yeah.
So everything I seen growing up, I seen as an adult, so it just prepared me for life. After high school, went in the military, met people from all walks of life, and found out that some of us had the same thing in common. So, and we had the same common goals, stuff like that. But to rewind back, I met Reggie in the 9th grade.
You played too much back then.
We played. I was goofy. Some people say I was a bully, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was, a nice guy. I was a nice guy, man. So went in the military. Did 4 years. Came back home. Reggie was already here. He was going to ECPI. I started taking some business classes at Thomas Nelson. Transferred over to CRISPR Newport. Even took a few online classes later on, and at Seton Hall and Hampton University. So then linking up with Reggie, after the military, after ECPI and all that stuff, because he went out to Oregon, then he came back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's when both of us was mature, business minded, and we had families to support. So in the beginning, it was just us, but once we had families, so we had to support our families and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like he said, we did the painting together. We both relocated. He relocated first. I just followed him out to Texas, for a short period of time, and then I went to Mississippi, worked in Mississippi, worked in Florida, for headhunter companies and stuff like that. Getting acquiring job skills and at the same time seeing how businesses operate.
Mm-hmm.
And saying, hey, I can do the same thing. I can, run a business, things of that nature. So, come back here, I work for a company. I started doing my own paint company, myself, with the advisement of Reggie. He was, kind of walked me through some things I didn't really know about that, that industry. And, he helped me out a lot. Still helped me out to this day,
Appreciate
good friend.
that.
And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once I known you over 35 years, you're not a friend, you're a brother.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my brother.
No doubt. You're my brother too, man.
Then here it is, the opportunity. Reggie has so many ideas, and stuff like that, man. So when he came with this home security business, it was a no-brainer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you get on board, let's protect people, let's make some money, and then let's take this thing nationwide.
No doubt.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. So when it comes to like getting in business partners, I had asked somebody this on the last episode where he does like investing. He has an investing company, and he said he had found a partner too. And my thing is, I had asked him like, what led you to trust that partner? like I know y'all are friends. Y'all grew up as friends. You know, y'all say y'all known each other since the 9th grade. But I guess from both of y'all, like what made it the same? Like, okay, I can trust this person because you have friends, but you can't go in business with everyone. So like, I guess for you, Reggie, first, like what one thing or a couple of things led you to be like, I can trust this person to have a business relationship as well as a friendship?
Okay. So let me just push back. I'm gonna get to that question too. But
Okay.
one thing we're gonna talk about as far as black people and trust.
Yeah.
You know, we grew up in Newport News when, to be honest, we was taught how to get over on everything. That's why when I come home and I go to these hotels and restaurants, they got rules already posted on the doors, letting us know you ain't gonna get over on us, and that's really weird. So once you trying to get over on people all the time, it's hard for you to build trust,
right?
Because you think everybody's doing it, right? So throughout your life, you're gonna come across a lot of people that you should trust, but you don't know how to, because the city, your environment taught you not to. Right. In the same sense. So as you get older, you get a little more mature. So all you young people out there listening, you know, time to put down your walls sometimes. Just put things in place. So to segue to that, some things that can help you is just like an NDA, those non-disclosure agreements. You know, some written trust things that say, hey, this is what we're going to do. But if we don't, this is what's going to happen. And you got to agree on it. Kind of like when you get married, a prenup. Or when you and your boys, you know, in the hood, they call it a gentleman handshake or a dap or all of that. So whatever it takes to get you to the point that you can trust people, take advantage of it. But me and Wayne, trust was never an issue. You know, like money was never an issue, and trusting and committing to him was never an issue. We was always committed to each other as a friend, as brothers. Money was never an issue. We can go out of town. We can go to a restaurant. You pick up the check. It's never like I got you next time. You know, it's just done. You know, like what I got, he got. What he got, I got. So it was a no-brainer going into partnership with him. And I've seen how he's grown in business over the years. You know, like look at this dude. You know, I ain't gonna put his business out in the street, but how he move, and don't nobody else move like him. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing to be able to have a brother like that who got his business mindset and ready to grow, because that's his job in the business. He's trying to put us in every city.
Right.
You know, that's his whole purpose, getting us registered. I mean, he's done everything to put himself in a position in this. I mean, he got so many certifications and stuff in the state of Texas, I can't even name them. I mean, in the state of Virginia, I can't even name them. So trust with him was really easy, but we also have to build relationships and trust with other companies. Other services, like people who do water softeners or people who cut grass and all those other things, because they're in front of people all the time. They notice they don't have security or security signs. You know, it's a good way that they can earn money as well, but we gotta trust how they do business before we go into a partnership with them.
Okay. What about you, Dwayne? Pretty much answered it for you.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, I started off, you know, saying that you know, like I said, I've been knowing him, you know, for over 30 years, you know, 35 years, man. And, you know, he's not a friend, he's a brother. So, yeah, I never seen him do anything shady to anybody or any business. He always been, you know, straightforward, transparent. You know, that's what, you know, with him. So, I don't have no issue. I mean, it's just basically that, shoot, if that's what he said it is, that's what it is. I take it, you know what I'm saying?
Take his word for it, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's a blessing too, to be able to have that friendship to where y'all know y'all got each other back. There ain't no question about it. You know what y'all getting from each other. You know what I mean? I think that's where everybody looking in a partner. But if you already, you know, saying, you know, we're brothers, you already have that connection, and it's like that's what it is. So if y'all doing business ventures or whatever y'all do, you already know y'all got each other back no matter what y'all do.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's how we should be in business overall, and not try to, you know, have a get over mentality. I know it's sometimes it's how we grow up, and sometimes some people don't even know how to get out of that. You know what I mean? But I think the more examples you see, the better you'll get. You know, in our culture, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But yeah, back to the veterans home security. So y'all was saying y'all did some painting together and other ventures, and then which led y'all to the veterans home security. So I guess why security? What made you want, or made y'all to want to make that be your next venture?
Well, one thing, I got into the security space about 7 to 8 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a no-brainer for me when I got home security, right?
Right.
What's the best way to fight crime? Is to prevent it. Right. What's the best way to prevent crime? Is to not give that opportunity for it to happen, right?
Yeah.
So if any opportunity, criminals are opportunists. I'm speaking like I'm a criminal. I'm not, but if I was a criminal, we look for opportunities. Like if I come across your house and your door open, that's an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
You leave your pocketbook on the counter, that's an opportunity. So if we can decrease the opportunity of somebody to commit a crime on your home or on your family, we did our jobs. And a lot of times we're just helpful people. And if we put on a uniform, we're police, we snitch, we disenfranchise ourselves with the community for some reason, But however, if we can prevent things from happening, we can infiltrate our community in a good way, make it a little better, protect homes, families from a lot of different things to avoid them from happening before they even happen. So security just made sense because we want to help people, we want to make the community safe, and we want to give you the ability to earn income in a way that you feel comfortable about it. So that's one of the reasons why we picked security. It just checked all the boxes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I know we spoke off the record about like these big companies like what ADT is Vivint? That's the other one, right? Okay.
Vivint, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess my question is, what makes y'all different from those two? I'm assuming those are the two major ones. There's probably some other ones out there, but what makes y'all different from those other ones?
Okay, so we're all in the same market. We occupy the same space. They're large companies, been around for a long time. To be honest, we had the ability to be in a partnership with them because we're in a franchise right now with Brinks. So we're called managing representatives for Brinks company. Yeah. So big shout out to Brinks in all cities for allowing us to come into this space in our terms, because of course we're veterans. So our company is called Veteran Home Security, and we wanted to fill a gap or bridge the gap, however you want to put it, to people that's disenfranchised from home security. Yeah. One of the biggest things is veterans travel a lot. So we wanted to have a system that's mobile that they can take with them from city to city without any extra costs, right? I know a lot of other companies do that, but they are not able to give the sense of protection that we have from our point of view of being veterans, right? The other thing is a lot of people in the military or minorities don't have a good credit score because when you join the military, they don't teach you how to manage your money. Or when you're young, come from disenfranchised communities, they don't teach you how to manage your money. So, when you're young, under 25 or young adult 27, you have like really low credit score. Yeah. So we wanted to make sure that credit wasn't an issue that'll keep you from protecting your home. And also renters in different environments. If you're in a house renting a home, when a company knock on your door, they're going to say, who's the homeowner? If you say, I'm renting, they gone. Pew! They just out, right? Mm-hmm. But we have the ability to offer our services to renters as well, which is really different. So we brought some things to this market that haven't been addressed before. And it's going to allow us to protect a lot more homes, a lot more veterans, a lot more people in the minority space, and also give people the opportunity to earn income as well. So that's the difference between us. Technology, just like everything, you get a car, it's all about preference. Yeah. Or if you're brand loyal, you drive a Cadillac because your daddy drove one, right? Right. You ride a Ninja Kawasaki because your uncle had one, right? You got Vivint because your cousin got one. But none of those things have any connection to the Black community or any way that can help Black communities or veterans grow. So by us being a 100% minority-owned company and also connected with a large brand and also connected with a veteran title, we can serve those at the same time just by the name, but also by the actions that we do. Okay. So that's the difference.
Word. Mm-hmm. So I meant to ask y'all this before I asked you that question. I guess I can start with Dwayne on this one. So when it comes to, I know y'all mentioned like licenses y'all had to get to get started. Dwayne, can you speak on that and like licenses and maybe some other things you had to do to even get to this point you're at now?
The state of Virginia, they require us to be licensed to sell, to install, and also we have to have a compliance agent for the company.
Okay.
So, I'm licensed for, all three of those, sales and install, and I'm the compliance agent. So, you have to take a class, and, you have a test, you pass it, then, the school, sending your paperwork to you, you send it to the state, and then that's when they, approve, they see everything, they approve it, and, you license, and, you can start your business.
Okay. You make it sound real simple. I mean, was it hard? Or?
Yeah, it was hard and frustrating because, you're getting information from, several different people, that works in that office saying, hey, no, you just need to do this, you need to do that. So, finding out this week that, we thought, okay, we was, certified to, do installs. But, now the state of Virginia requires you to be, have that locksmith class. Yeah. So, because we're dealing with door locks. So now here it is. They need, I guess, it's only for, just to cover, the company. Just in case something go wrong, you don't install it right, or, things of that nature. And here it is. It's really to protect the home, the homeowner. Because if you don't do, if you don't do the right thing by installing it correctly, then here it is, the company's liability. You could be sued, or, your name put out a bad, word on your name, your company name, and things of that nature. And that's something that we don't want to do. So, we want to abide by the, the rules and regulation, and, we don't want to take no shortcuts.
Yep.
Right. So
100%.
Yeah.
DCJS. DCJS don't play when it comes to that paperwork and everything. And one thing we always say as a company is, behind the paper is the paperwork. So if we want to get to that paper, we really got to do the paperwork correctly so we can be on point, and all those other things. And yeah, Dwayne's did a great job, man. Like, he took the bull by the horns. Was like, hey, we got to get this done. All right, we need this, we need that, we need this. I sent the email. I signed up for this class. I did this class. This person's gonna call me. I'm waiting for this one to happen. All right, we set. Oh, look at it. I took the class. Look at the certificate. Oh, the next time, Reggie, you gonna do it? Yeah. These are the classes you can sign up. All right, I'm coming down now. I'll sign them up. Oh man, we got to do this. Look online. What's the next date for this? So he's been keeping us in line with all of that. And we're building a template because we're going to have to do this for a lot of different states, right?
Yeah, a lot of states.
Right. A lot of states.
That requires us to be licensed. There's a few states out there where, we can use the license of Brinks, but then we just don't want to rely on Brinks, so we still want to get, the proper, certifications in that state as well. So,
Yeah, that's it, man. So we're excited, and we know that if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to get to the spot where we want to. But we also understand that, like you say, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right?
Yes, thanks.
And we're looking at our 10-year plan, where we're going to be in 10 years. So that first year plan is just getting the kinks out, building everything up, making sure our foundation is strong and we're ready to build. But we're really excited about the product that we offer, right? So people can definitely contact us about that. We're going to be marketing and doing everything. We know that you have a big event coming out. We definitely going to be out there.
Right.
You're going to see the tent. You can see us smiling, everything. So we're excited about that. We're going to use every medium that we can to get it out there. And also we want to make sure that the mediums are encouraging some sort of income for the African American community and minority small businesses. So that's what we're looking to partner with, for veterans, minority small businesses, cities, any type of community events, all those other things. So if you're doing something out there that somebody can lease a table at and offer services, make sure you look us up and send us an email. We'll probably be interested. Mainly not just from the point of view of us making money, but allowing you to have some income coming in for your event too as well. So we look at it both ways.
Okay. I love it, man. I love what y'all guys doing. And definitely it's an inspiration to me to keep going and just seeing other examples of black business owners, gives you more motivation to know like you're not on your own on this journey. Like there's a lot of us out there that's entrepreneurs, and we're trying to build generational wealth for our families and our families. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what it's all about, and just seeing examples of each other doing what we got to do, like really doing what we got to do, not just talking about it, like being about it, putting in the work. That's what's important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like you said, being an example, what I'm saying, to the, younger generations and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's my main thing, because I'm a mentor as well. And I always, stress entrepreneurship. And, I always want to see our people, strive for the, and just, be financially free. Have different streams of income coming in. And, the main thing is the education. Some of this stuff here, they don't teach us in, public school, So the thing is, it's like a live and you learn, and sometimes, we got to come back and, educate, somebody that's trying to do something, because, we can help them. We've been down that rabbit hole, you know what I'm saying? So now, I done worked my way up out of that rabbit hole. So now here it is. This person don't know how to get out the rabbit hole. I can jump down in that rabbit hole with them and pull them up.
Right.
Most people just, man, I ain't going down that rabbit hole no more. Yeah. So they'll leave them there. But by me, what I'm saying, getting out that rabbit hole myself, I can jump down in there and I can get you up out the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
that's facts.
He definitely live in the trenches, man. He's there every day in the trenches, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean that's what it takes too. Like it takes somebody to go down that rabbit hole first. And sometimes, when we speak on fear, the fear of it all is somebody not wanting to be the first one, I guess, to experience the difficulties of doing whatever you want to do, especially if it's not a lot of us in that industry as it is. So just being one of the first people, or the first generation, or whatever you want to call it, of doing those things to where the next generation doesn't have to do all of that. You can learn. You can be, like you said, be a mentor and go ahead and tell them things that they don't have to do those same things over again. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so it's always important to, be mentors and to be somebody that somebody else can look up to. But yeah, before we get out of here, man, I want y'all to, give our audience your information, where they can find y'all, the security company, and anything else y'all want to shout out while we're here.
All right, yeah. Definitely can do that. Veterans Home Security, you can find us on the World Wide Web at www.veteranshomesecurity. You can find us at Facebook, just search Veterans Home Security. And on Instagram, we're at Veteran Home Sec. And that's spelled Veteran, VETRANSHOMESEC. So we're on those platforms right now. Or just give us a call, 210-584-5656. And or just holler at David right here, and he'll be more than welcome to give you our information.
No doubt.
Because we do a lot of good things. Like one thing we didn't mention is our referral program, in the way that people who have security systems or don't have security systems can earn income by referring their friends, family, or other people that you know. So just rest assured, you contact with David, you'll be putting some money in his pocket as well. And then it'll put you in a situation that you can do the same thing. Because one thing we've always been about giving back, even when we didn't have a lot. And then as we prosper, other people are going to prosper as well.
That's facts. And what was I about to say? Yeah, so the information will definitely be in the description of this podcast episode. And Dwayne, you want to tell the people where they can find you as well? Anything else that Reggie might miss? Yeah,
I'm right here in Virginia area. You can call the phone number 210-584-5656. veteranshomesecurity.com. You can go to the website. You can hit the little search drop box. You can find us. I'll put your information in there. Hey, it'll come to us, and we'll reach out to you, and set you up an appointment, and hopefully you'll make the right decision to protect your family, and you'll get a home security system.
No doubt.
No doubt, man. Yeah, I mean, now, listen to y'all talk. I do think it's important that, we do have some type of security in our homes. And, man, you just never know what can happen. Like
Never know,
these
man,
days,
for real.
These days we live in, man. It's, I know people been saying that a lot. These days, the times we're living in. But
right.
the longer I live, bro, the more I get it. Even when my parents would say like the times we're living in, I'm like, is it really that bad? But getting older, you see a lot of stuff that your parents talked about, and you definitely want to be protected, man. It's people out here just don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you doing decent, somebody that ain't doing as good as you. Gonna find something. Even in my neighborhood, man. I mean, I've been told, people have been breaking into their cars, stuff like that. Never happened to me, God forbid. But sometimes, man, you think if you live in a great neighborhood, like nice houses, whatever, you think you good. But that ain't always the case. But people be thinking that they're good because of where they live at, but it can happen anywhere.
You're right about that.
They like to relate that stuff to like the urban areas and stuff. But man, you can have the best house and still get got.
You're 100% right, man. Because
some people, they see, okay, they got nice things. I know, growing up, man, in my community, I mean, I couldn't even think about breaking into somebody's house that lived next door to me, because guess what? We had the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing. So, if something like that, people see that, they be like, oh, I got to go elsewhere and get it.
Right.
So, I mean, and it's sometimes, you live in a nice community. It's the people in that community, like little children, man. They, they like, oh, they got the video game. They come back over there, double back. That's what we call it.
Yeah,
double back,
backing, baby. Yeah.
So
we know about that.
Yeah, your neighbors know when you come and go. So it could be somebody close, right there, close to home, man. Don't have to necessarily be somebody that live far away, but they do have cars and they travel and they ride through communities, and just be smart, protect your home. I mean, you can't put no value on your family's safety.
No, that's right.
So. Hey, that's all I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a little piece to that, which is I didn't even think about it until now, but this is something that I learned about just the industry itself. So, like Wayne hit it on the nose. When we there, where we are, your neighbor got the same thing that you have, and then like the suburban areas, like the median income, they have a lot more, right? But that median income stretch from like maybe 90,000 a year to 300,000 a year, right? And then affluent people, they live in places that is hard to access and highly policed, right? So that median income area is always the most targeted. So when people think they move to the suburbs, they're really moving to the most targeted area when it comes to crime and criminals and breaking into cars and all of that. Because a lot of times the suburbs by the interstate, boop, get in, take what you want, and get out real quick. So that's just a little nugget I wanted to drop in that. But yeah, Wayne, you 100% right on that. We won't climb in. Well, not like I mentioned earlier. Sometimes I'm gonna talk as like we as a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Won't be climbing the windows next door. You're gonna go to different areas and look to them.
Right. Okay. Well, hey man, that's all I got, man. Is there anything I missed?
No, man.
Okay.
But we definitely like to shout out to you, giving us this platform to talk about our company on, and opening your platform to other small business as well. And the 3rd year of Capture the World Fest, baby. We're excited, about that.
Yes,
we've been supporting you every year, and every year's been getting better. But we always say bigger isn't always better. It's just more quality. The type of quality of people, how we share and how you do all those things and give back to the kids and all those other things, man. I love it. I'm excited what it's going to look like. Capture the World Fest 20, so thanks for bringing that to the Hampton Roads area.
One more thing we forgot, because, Veterans Home Security, we're a veteran-owned company. So, we plan to support, veteran organizations, nonprofit organizations and stuff like that. So, we want to, help feed veterans, help home veterans, help clothe them, help them get the right counseling. Because, when you come back from combat situations, you know what I'm saying, you're not right in your mind. You know, yet, you done, develop a, you know what I'm saying, a mental health condition.
No doubt.
So, those like, some of the organizations, as far as veterans that we want to, donate to first. And then, also, you can't leave the children out. Yeah. So, children organizations and things like that, that's where, we want to, also donate as well. Put them guns down, pick up a book and read.
That's a fact.
No doubt.
I love it, man. So, yeah, man, Dwayne, Reggie, appreciate y'all stopping by. And, we definitely, can do like a follow-up episode like down the line. Yes, and, talk more about it, man. Yeah. And, so, yeah, man, I want to give a shout out to all of our Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners, YouTube listeners. This is your host, David Carmichael II, with Reggie and Dwayne of Veterans Home Security. Appreciate y'all support. And until next time, man, we'll catch y'all in the next episode. This is David Carmichael II of the Caption World Podcast. And we'll see y'all next time, man. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.
Perfect.